Good morning, Flosstube. I'm Mandy,
And I'm Tina, Mandy's mom.
and welcome to my channel, Homegrown and Handmade. Thank you for joining us this morning. As you can see, my special guest from last week is still here.
Yeah, but not for long, unfortunately.
So, what is going on with y'all?
Well, we in Destrehan still don't have electricity, but a lot of New Orleans, most of New Orleans and Metairie, do. And my niece goes to school in New Orleans, so they are reopening schools Monday or Tuesday. And I need to get back to work. So we're headed back home tomorrow, unfortunately. So my wonderful son-in-law had transferred his garage to a cat house, and we're going to borrow his generator, and we're going to take the portable AC that he bought and take it home and use it for makeshift AC and live in one room. So, and hopefully we'll have AC sooner than the 29th, which is what is predicted. So,
Yeah, but I read that like over 1 million people had lost power with the storm, and a couple days ago, I said only 350,000 were still without power. So that's pretty impressive
yeah,
for how much work they've done.
yeah. Our area is the one that doesn't have
Yeah,
electricity still because we, had the
got
eye
hit
come right
hard.
by it. So, but anyway, we'll make do.
So we are equally sad and excited to have our house back. But we play, so my little cousin, she's not little, she's 13 now, but she's with us too. So we play board games every night and we play Mario Kart and stuff. So that's fun. And so
Mhm.
we will probably miss that.
Yeah, that is a nice family time.
I will miss having built-in babysitters.
Yeah. To pass the baby on.
Not going to get as much stitching done as I have been recently because of that. But that's about it, I think, with life. Oh, we got like a little blow up pool because when we went, I was going to go to New Orleans for Labor Day weekend and that didn't happen. But I was going to put the baby in the pool for the first time. And so we got these little sunglasses and a little like floaty thing for the pool. And so I was bummed that he wouldn't go to the pool for the first time. So we bought a little blow up pool and put him in it, his feet, and he hated it. He
Poor thing.
instantly cried. It was probably because it was cold,
Uh-huh.
but he absolutely hated it. And then we tried to put him in the little floaty thing to see if his feet, if his bottom got a little bit wet, how would that do? And he hated it. So the pool will be going up and we will be pulling it out next year and hopefully
I'm sure it'll be a lot better next year.
and we
Yeah.
will get it out earlier so it will heat up
Right.
a little bit and it won't be like frigid.
Yeah. It's been nice around here in the
Yeah,
what
60s
oh yeah, 60.
in the
Okay.
morning, 60s, which
Which
is
is unusual.
for Louisiana
Yeah.
in September. Normally we don't get 60 weather until,
October.
yeah, sometimes November.
Mhm.
So that's been nice. I spent a couple mornings outside or like driving to work with my windows down. So that was fun. All right, so that's our little life update. So now we are going to go into FFOs.
Am I the only one that has an FFO?
No.
Oh, that's right. You have a bunch. I forgot. You.
Do you want to go first? We
I'll
take
go
me to go
first.
first, so I don't show her.
So, well, yeah. So I started for Spectacular September, this little Housewives, it's called Basic Witch in a Cup. And so I started it September 1st. I finished it maybe the 5th or 6th, and I FFO'd it.
Wait. Sorry, I'm technologically challenged.
I think it came out so cute. There are tons of mistakes, but
it's fine.
It is fine because it's cute. And I can't wait to put it up. I have some little black ribbon, real thin ribbon at home. I'm gonna put around the top of it. And
that was blurry, sorry.
Okay. And then Mandy has this little witch hat. And I'm gonna stick that inside the bow. Probably cut it halfway off so to lay flatter, but it's gonna be really cute. I can't wait to get it home. It's like I do stitching, lots of stitching. I mean a fair amount and finish stitching, but I never FFO. Not my favorite. So this is exciting to have an FFO.
And we went to Hobby Lobby and she got that little paddle
Yeah, that
just to
people have been
get.
talking about
Yeah.
is, just to get it because I saw it and it was 40% off.
Lo and behold, she used it within the week.
Uh,
So that's cute.
yeah,
Super
and
cute.
exciting. And I did change the title of the cup. Instead of putting Basic Witch, I put Witch's Brew on it. So I just thought that fit nicer, better. Yeah.
It's so cute. And this backing fabric, I think it's just from Hobby Lobby or Joann's, just some
Perfect size.
Yeah.
Yeah, gingham.
Yeah.
So that's
very
exciting.
And then I started and finished a pattern too for Spooktacular September, which is hosted by Java Girl Stitches and Dot Goose. Because like some people are doing sampler September, I don't do samplers. Some people are doing, I think Colorado Cross Stitcher is doing Showstopper September, where you work on a big project. And I will be doing that and work on my Christmas stocking once they leave. But anyway, so I did this for Spooktacular September. So I started it and finished it a couple days. It did not take long at all. But it's so cute. It's Hocus Pocus Halloween by Heart and Hand Design. And this little stand, some people have posted it on Instagram, but it's just from Hobby Lobby, 40% off. I think it was $9 before 40% off. So I would never pay $9 for this. And so it's just finished round. I did use some batting to kind of puff it up a little bit. And then I used that same checkered fabric. And then last year I bought on clearance this kind of Halloween stuff trim.
That's on it, huh?
And so I put that around it to give it a little dimension. This Halloween trim stuff was $10. Again, I would never spend $10 on this if it was not on sale, because so this is my first time finishing a round, and I did it. I think they were out shopping or something, so I just did it by myself. And I mean, it's not the most perfect. You can kind of see the little things in there. So I finished this, and then I was like, oh, well, I have another thing that I cross stitched that's the same.
From the same people.
Yeah, from like the same collection or whatever. A series is the word I'm looking for. So like I can finish that too. So this is the little Christmas one. And the backing fabric is a little fat quarter from Joann's. It was $1. I obviously still have a ton left. And of course it's magnetized, and so it can just pop in there too. So there you go. And for this one, my mom helped me with, and she finished it. Helen D.
I think it's Helen D.
I'll put a couple. I found hers in another one, but they have tutorials on how they finish round pieces, and it's much easier than what I did. And you can see that it looks better too, as far as the edges and things like that. But again, much quicker. So this is a little one that I finished. So I got 2 finishes this week.
You've been busy.
Swap them out. Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I know. Any finishes? Not FFOs, but finishes?
No.
Me either.
No finishes.
We finished 2, but they are FFOs now. So that is the finishing section of our video, and we will now go into our favorite Flosstuber of the week.
Oh, okay.
So what's your favorite Flosstuber video?
Man. I didn't think we were going to do that. I don't know.
Every time.
Favorite Flosstuber.
Oops, sorry.
There's quite a few that I like.
So what was your favorite video from this week?
I haven't seen a lot of videos this week because I'm sharing the TV with 3 other people.
So I'll go. I started. I don't have a lot of time to watch Flosstube, and so I just don't have a lot of time to watch Flosstube. But anyways, I saw Colorado Cross Stitchers for the first time. I know, like,
Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I know everyone has, not everyone, but a lot of y'all have seen her and watched her. So it was fun. I enjoyed watching her. She talked about on her most recent video about her pumpkins, and if you've grown squash plants before, you know there are male flowers and female flowers. And the male flowers, from my experience, come out first, and there's a ton of them. And if you don't know what's happening, you're like, why the heck are these flowers falling off? And I have no squash. So the female flowers have to they have like little baby squashes or pumpkins on them, and they have to get pollinated and they grow. And I've always had issues with them not getting pollinated here. And so she had problems with her little baby pumpkin dying because it wasn't pollinated. And so I hand pollinate here usually. I think I'm going to give up on growing squash and zucchini because it never goes well. But anyways, that's that. That's my featured Flosstuber of the week.
Well, I guess I could maybe do Helen D since we mentioned her, and I do she does lots of different things and some small things and some not so small things, but yeah, she's good. So.
And we used her tutorial to help finish things. So whips. You want to go into whips first?
Sure. Now I know Mandy was showing y'all my pathetic stitch that one day.
Pathetic is such a strong word.
No, well, but she was very disappointed that I didn't get more stitched because I only got the 2 little pumpkins stitched. So this week I did a lot. Oh, it's Little House Needleworks, Autumn ABC. I got this from a friend, Carolina Cajun Creates, because I mentioned how cute it was. Well, it is cute. And I have the pumpkins was where I was, because she said I only did the 2 orange pumpkins all day long. So, but since then I did all this. I'm all the way down to Z. I did the sunflowers, and I'm working on Scarecrow, which is just adorable.
I love it.
So I should hopefully finish this today. We have no baby to babysit or watch. He went to daycare, so I'll have mostly this to do today. So I'm hoping to have this finish by tomorrow. I mean, by the end of the day.
And that's the whole thing.
And then I can pass it on to Mandy so she can do it. We'll just pass the stash.
It's so cute.
It is cute.
When she stitches, she screws up a lot, like the majority of us, as far as counting goes. So she was stitching last night. She's like, son of a gun. I'm like, oh, where'd you mess up at? So she put the little birdie like 1 row higher than it should have been.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, just like make the legs 2 stitches instead of 1 stitch like it's called for. So like a super easy fix.
It was easy, and I would have just made the body a little bit longer, but it's just aggravating because it was going really well. I hadn't made a mess up at all since I did it yesterday. But yeah. But anyway, so that's my whip.
I have a couple of whips. So I'll talk about this. So we were going to go to the local cross stitch store here Friday. So I took off last Friday, and we were going to go, I think maybe we talked about it in the video, and I was going to get some floss for a pattern. So we called first, always call first if you're in the Shreveport-Bossier area. So we called first, and they were closed. So their hours or their days are normally Wednesday through Saturday. So we called Friday, and they were closed Friday, Saturday for Labor Day weekend. So we're like, okay. So then we kind of like tossed about going to Little Rock, which is about just over a 3-hour drive one way from here. And I would have totally done it, but my husband asked me not to because he didn't want to watch the baby and watch my family for the day.
Because then we were just the 2 of us.
We would have had a blast. And probably picked up my sister-in-law along the way.
Made a whole day of it.
So that was bumming, but it's fine. So then we're like, okay, well, I'll just go Wednesday during my lunch break with them at work. So Wednesday rolls around, and I tell her to call them again just to make sure they're open before we make the 20-minute drive out to the shop. And they are not open. And why were they not open?
Because of COVID. The shop owner and the worker got COVID. Their husbands had COVID. So we couldn't go again.
So no haul from the cross stitch store.
No. And Mandy did mention that it was a good thing we didn't go, or they weren't open on Friday because they probably had COVID then and we could have been exposed to it with the baby and just everything else. So
and we're all vaccinated.
Yeah, you never know.
So I was trying to wait to work on George decorates for Martha because I wanted to get a good green. But I just kept working on it last night because
it looks fine.
I know. So I started doing the roof. So I'm changing a lot of the colors up because I'm just doing what I have in my stash. So I outlined the roof and it's just filling and it's going really quickly. We had a Zoom stitching evening with my sister last night and I just worked on that like crazy last night.
Yeah.
So that's whip number 1. Whip number 2 is the Prairie Schooler Christmas alphabet, which I love. And so for this one, I did the ornament for O, and then I did the E block. And none of these are done. So I think all of them have some back stitching that I have to do, and some more colors to do. But we are getting close.
That is cute.
I know. I love it. The Prairie Schooler needs to have more alphabets. Like they need to have a Halloween alphabet and a 4th of July alphabet. Whoever owns Prairie Schooler, please do that. Not that you watch this channel, but. And then because I finished the Hocus Pocus, I started working on the Dark Shadows for Spectacular September. And so for this one, I had already started working on the Hocus. So this is going to be Hocus Pocus, and I love this fabric.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I know. But I've been trying to find a pattern to work on with the sulky threads that a lot of people have been talking about. So I started this, and this is the Trick or Treat one with sulky. And it's hard to see, but the coverage, and I think this is 32 count, the coverage for the sulky, I don't think is as good as DMC. I like my things to be covered. I like to see the stitches, but I don't like to have a
see-through.
Yeah. And so far, I am not the biggest sulky fan. I'm gonna try it with a few other fabrics to see. I think it's 32. They were not sure at the store. They didn't have it labeled, and so they didn't know what count it was whenever I bought it. But anyways, it goes fast with sulky, so that's a benefit. Like this is maybe one night's work for an hour or two, not even that long. So it goes quick, but the coverage so far is not my favorite. So if you work with sulky and you have tips to make me like it better than I currently do, please let me know. And then my last whip is the Flea Market Flowers. So what I've done, let me just undo it completely. So I finished, here, can you hold that corner? No, you're fine. So I finished this block. And then I started working on this block down here. And of course, I started here and then worked all the way around. And of course, where I started, I was one stitch off. And so, like I mentioned the last time, this is not an easy pattern to fudge and make it work. So I might try to make it work. I might just move on to another section and come back to it and decide what I want to do. Up for debate still. So those are all of our whips. So haul wise, what do you have?
We have one more whip.
Oh, we do. Oh, we do have one more whip.
So we've been here for 2 weeks, and last night my niece
at like 9:45. Mind you, when they're not here, I'm in bed as soon as I feed my kid the last time. So like 9 o'clock, 9:30. Sometimes I skip the feeding and go to bed at 8. Anyways, continue.
So she decided she wanted to cross stitch. And Mandy was you know, trying to dig through her stuff to see something that would be suitable for a brand new cross stitcher.
She's 13. But she's smart.
So she came across this little pattern that she had. It's a little gingerbread man.
I'm so sorry. My sister gave this to me for Christmas, and I have no idea who the designer is.
Yeah, it's not on any of the papers that we have printed out.
I think it's an Etsy shop though, because it is a printed out pattern. But
it's cute. It's only 2 colors. I mean, it says 3 because they do all the brown and the gingerbread. But yeah, it's all fill-in, solid. But you can get the right fabric and just do the red and white stripes and stuff. So that's what we did. Mandy actually had some 14 count Aida.
Which is surprising because I don't do 14 count Aida anymore. So lucky that I had it just lying around.
And I don't know what fabric it is either, but it's mottled.
I think it's vintage country mocha.
It's a nice, you know, perfect gingerbread color. So she got her first 2 rows. Well, the red row is completely done. The white row is partially done. And she did
her back looks good too.
Yeah.
Her backing looks good.
She did pretty good. She was just intent, sitting there next to me, and she said, "Is this right?" And I said, "No, you gotta. It's too far over." She's having trouble with actually seeing the holes in it, but you know, I just have to get used to it and stuff. But I was pretty impressed.
Especially that late at night.
Yeah, she did good. So
I expect to come home from work today and it be
hopefully
done.
Well. No, I think she'll have some
more
of it. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks good.
I'll keep off her phone a little bit, maybe, you know how that is.
She can maybe do a floss tube one day. Oh, I found my yellow thread that I was looking for. How long has that been there? Who knows? Anyway, so that is the last whip that we have. So we have haul. We do have some haul, not
stitchy haul.
Some but not, yeah. Anyways. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Well, we went to Hobby Lobby. I did buy some things that I didn't bring over here for little decoration things, but I bought this Aida, 18 count Aida, and it's nice. It's mottled. It's got the different.
I'll open it up while you keep talking.
I don't know. It's a gray model, I guess. I don't know what I'll use it for, but it was cute. And so I got that.
It's at 14 count. It's 18 count.
Yeah.
It's like what?
It's printed on one side. Yeah, it was like $5 or something, I think. So.
I mean, but it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I hadn't seen that before at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, and then they have these are needle minders. No, needle tubes to keep your needles in it. And I know I've watched Kimberly on Fact Quarter Shop, and they have these magnetic rectangular ones that are really cute. They're kind of big, and she's put, I think, 24, 26, and 28 size needles in each one individually. So it came in a pack of 3, and it's a lot more compact. And so I'm going to do the same thing and put 24, 26, and 28 and just label the top of it on there.
Cute.
So
very cute.
Yes. And then I did go, when I went to Longview, Texas to get the air condition.
Yeah.
I stopped at a quilt store that they had there, and they had I am doing a project that I started a couple of years ago. I haven't touched it, but I'd rather have too much to do than not enough to do. So anyway, it was from Instagram. It was a Hexy Swap. So you could, you know, you buy fabric and you make little hexies. These 2 are actually, I have to take them apart. But they're all different and they're really, really cute. And I did do a Dresden fit, I guess like a circular. It's kind of big and I wasn't sure I liked it. So I'm going to change it out. And I'm going to I saw somebody do it like this, and it's just completely side by side. So it goes up and down, it'll be solid. So anyway, I was at the quilt store and they had this fabric for $3.99 a yard.
Which is cheap if you
very cheap.
If you quilt,
it's about $12.99 at least a yard now. Yeah. And it's just little, I don't even know if it's red or it's orange. It looks orange and black, little flowers. So I bought 4 yards of it for backing on that. I don't know how big it's going to be or anything like that. And then they had this cute little orange and black fabric that I thought would be good for a finish. And when I was at my older daughter's house, she showed me how to make a project bag. And so I bought this really cute little 4th of July fabric to make a project bag. Really cute, yeah. So I could pass that up. So that is my haul.
Cute. So my haul, I'll just show you a few things that I got from Target. So this was at the Target dollar spot, and it stands up by itself. I like finishes that stand up by themselves because I don't know how to decorate with things that don't stand up by themselves. So I mean, you can just, this is metal, so it probably is magnetic. I haven't checked that, but you can just stand it up or by itself or finish. I'm gonna use it for a finish. But then it's got some words on the back too. So super cute. And then I was really excited about this one. They have these cute little wooden houses from Target. So these are $5. And so, I mean, this would be so cute if you wanted to finish the prairie school or Christmas alphabet words on it. Noel, I got 2 of them. I might do Lori Holt's stitch cards, maybe one, or not the small one because I don't think it'll fit, but the big ones. They should fit because I think her stitch cards are 2.5 inches. And this is one of 4 inches wide and 3 inches wide. So they should fit really nicely on there. So if you find that at your Target, you have an idea of how to use it to finish. And then we were at Joann's and they have, I don't know, I'm sure y'all have seen these before, but like a little stitch journal. You can use the front to cross stitch on. The pages inside are unlined. I bought 2. The only downside is that the little tabby thing on the back that they hang it on the rack with is like glued to the back. So when you take it off, it kind of ruins it a little bit. It's hard to see. But my mother had a brilliant idea to just put a sticker right there and cover it up. So I think what I'm going to try to do is take Hands-On Designs new like stitchy, let's talk stitching, and like put a few of those little pieces on here and make a little floss journal. And then I'm going to make a Flosstube journal too, but I don't know what I'm going to stitch on that yet. So
I got one of those also.
They're cute. And then the last thing I got is from a company on Etsy called Flea, and I will link her below, but she makes needle minders. And so this, I mean, the cutest packaging ever. So I looked on her shop and I got some needle minders, but like you have to buy enough stuff to get free shipping because who wants to pay for shipping? So I bought some earrings that I'll show you. So I opened it up and I saw these little stud earrings and I was like, I did not get those. Like, I hope she sent the right thing. And it turns out she did. And these were just sweet freebies that she gave. So that was so awesome. But I got these earrings that I'm wearing now, little rainbows. And then I got these cute little earrings.
Cute.
I know.
You should put those on. I can see what they look like.
Okay. These are not earring wise, like gold earrings or anything that is gonna just, I mean, I'm sure eventually it will tarnish or something like that. So like don't expect to get top-notch quality as far as like the what's the sticky piece called? The thing that pokes through your ear.
The post.
The post. Yeah, so it's not like the highest quality post by any means, but they're also not very expensive earrings.
Yeah, if they're not
at all.
If you're allergic, I don't know if they're hyperallergenic.
So probably not.
Anything. Oh, that is cute. You need to wear those today.
Okay. I'll change them out.
I like those.
She's got tons of cute earrings. I've never had allergies or issues with that, but if you do, probably not the best choice for you. If I would, don't get the earrings.
Well, you can see if they're hypoallergenic too.
I don't think they are though.
No.
It
doesn't say no.
But anyways, look how cute.
Those are cute.
The reason I got on her shop was because she makes needle minders. They're so precious. So I wanted the candy corn because it's just the cutest thing in the whole world. But I'm like, well, let me just get a 3-pack. So there's a little ghost that glows in the dark. I haven't checked that out yet. And then a cute little pumpkin that's just completely adorable. And then in the packaging, she gave me a little freebie. So this little tiny elephant is a precious little needle minder too. So she's a small business. I think she's made like lives in the US and ships in the US. So shipping wise, it's not that bad if you don't want to do like the whole spend enough money to get free shipping. But she makes super cute needle minders, and she's got a whole bunch of fall earrings out right now,
I'll
and
have to go check it out.
Halloween and Christmas, and they're so cute. They're the polymer clay stuff, which I think is becoming more popular now. Oh, hummingbird.
Oh yeah, look, it's looking at us. Wow.
It really is looking at us.
Just don't run into the glass.
Oh, I
Knock
hate
yourself
that.
out.
I know. Anyways, so I don't really need 3 needle minders. The candy corn is mine. Sorry. Because that's the whole reason I bought the pack. But I really like how I think Priscilla and Chelsea started this, but whenever they had like a giveaway for a bag or something, they had you go to the maker's website and look through and say what your favorite thing was, because it gets you to look at them and support small business and things like that. So this week, I'm going to give away 1 needle minder. So again, you cannot have the candy corn because that's my favorite. But you can have a choice between the ghost or the pumpkin needle minder. And so what you have to do to enter is say Halloween. That's going to be the keyword is Halloween. But then in order to win, if your name is selected, you have to write in there, go visit her site, and I will link her Etsy shop below, and just name something that you think is cute in her Etsy shop. I know a great way to support small businesses that doesn't require any money at all is to follow them on social media. So follow her on Instagram. Just share post, like post, whatever. But that's just an easy, free way to help support small business. The last giveaway that I did with my sister was when my son was 6 weeks old. And I apologize to the winner of that because it took me a heck of a long time to actually ship that bad boy out because I went back to work and it was just a hot mess. So hopefully the winner will be picked by next week's video or on next week's video. So you've got a week to enter, and I should ship it out within the week of you winning. And so I really will try my hardest to do that, but go check her out. I will link her below, and they are honestly just the cutest needle minders. And I like how the magnets on the back are pretty small magnets, which I really like quite a bit. It's just so cute. Anyways, so that was my last piece of haul. We had 3 packages that came in Tuesday because Labor Day. And my husband's like, "What'd you get?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing. It's like shampoo and vitamins and whatever." Yeah. And so the next day I wore the earrings, and I have one of those husbands that notices everything.
Unfortunately.
Like, I know some husbands, like a lot of husbands don't notice if you wear makeup or get your hair cut or whatever. My husband notices everything. So like within 2 minutes of him seeing me, he's like, "Where'd you get those earrings from?" I'm like, "I don't know. They just showed up." He's like, "You didn't tell me you got another package." But anyways. Oh, I forgot my other whip. I don't know where. Oh yeah, I do. So I am working on a baby quilt too. So this is the pattern for the baby quilt. So I did get some of that done. So I got all of the flying, I got it all cut out, which is the feet. And then I got all of the flying geese done. And so it's slowly getting there. I have till October 14th, which is his due date, his inducement date. So that's plenty of time. So that's the haul.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Not really.
No. Last week's video that was live was super fun because we had a couple people that joined us, and it was just really fun to interact and like read their comments, and it was less like you're talking to a camera and more like you're talking to actual people. So that was super fun, but technologically I am not smart enough to be able to figure that out and make a decent sized video, because apparently her face was cut off for half of it, which for us was not like that. But, and then like there's the video was bad. Anyways, sorry about last week's quality. So no live videos in the near future until I can figure out how to actually do that. Because it was really fun. I liked it. There was a couple people that chatted, and it was just fun. It was more like a conversation. So I apologize for the quality of the videos. While I am not that old and I grew up with technology, unlike, I can't do it, apparently. I can't do it. Anyways.
Yeah, the IT husband had to help, huh?
my husband he's got a computer engineering degree in classic IT. Like me and IT don't get along because they make you unintentionally feel stupid. Because their first question is always what? Did you turn it off and back on? Yes, I did. Did you do this? Yes, I did. And anyways, it's fine. It's fine. All right, so now we're going to do Mandy's moment. So the question of the day.
I don't get to pick the number.
You do pick a random number.
Okay. How about
1 to 200?
Okay. How about 145?
145. Do you volunteer at all? I volunteered the past 2 weeks housing hurricane refugees. People are talking
I think
about.
You had a choice. If you want to be a good daughter. Oh, we just went out. The battery died?
Yeah. Hang on.
Got through most of it.
Okay, my battery died, so whatever. Different, more technology problems. Oh, anyways. Do you volunteer?
Well, I don't know if it's called, if you would say it was volunteering, but I'm Catholic and we have an adoration chapel that is supposed to be, someone's supposed to be there because the Blessed Eucharist is there. And so somebody has to be there 24 hours a day. And so I go on Saturday mornings at 5 o'clock, I think, for an hour and pray and reflect and stuff like that. So that would be my only volunteering that I do. Yeah.
I used to volunteer quite a bit. And then COVID, and it's hard to do that with COVID. Last week actually, so I work at LSU Health School in Shreveport. And so we have like a COVID relief team where they do vaccinations and testing all day, almost every day. So you can volunteer for that. I was actually going to do it last week until they came up, and that made things a little bit more difficult. So I'll probably do that, and you can either volunteer to test or to vaccinate. And so I know they need a lot of people, and it's hot as the Dickens out there. And
you
so
have to wear all that get up stuff and everything.
No, I mean, they just wear masks. But like if you volunteer, if you don't feel comfortable, you can just do like computer stuff behind the scenes, or you don't have to like actually go.
Yeah.
I would not because I'm scared, but because like I don't want to shove things up people's noses. Like I'm gonna hit your brain, probably. Not really, but anyways, so I'll probably do that once y'all leave and I get a little bit of a routine back.
That'd be nice. That's nice.
Well, thanks for joining us. I think we like doing this together. She doesn't want to do it every week with me because she doesn't like me.
That's not true. Love you. You're my baby.
But we will probably, I'm trying to convince her to maybe every 2 weeks to do like a Zoom call, and we'll do Flosstube together, kind of like Steel City Stitchers. That's a tongue twister. She said once a month, but I'm trying to convince her
once a month, and we can get my other daughter to do it. That would be really fun. So we'll see though.
But put in the comments if you like her and try to convince her to actually do it more frequently, because
I didn't look at any of the comments from last week. I meant to too. I'll have to do that then today.
You were a hit.
I'm not going to stitch some. I'm going to look at comments from last week. So don't put that.
No, you have to stitch. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you have a wonderful Friday.
Bye.